Maybe. Wrong way. Well, I suppose I've still got the option to grind if I have to. So how the fuck did that... No, just... It's going to start off that shitty, then don't even bother. I do call bullshit on that one, that shouldn't have hit me. Oh, I can't... Oh, there we go. Oh, fuck off! What was I doing the first couple of times that he didn't hit me with that, but now all of a sudden he is? I don't quite get it. See, look at that! It's fucking shit! It appears as if there's no way to actually avoid that or something. But I don't remember it hitting me the first couple of times, so... Well, you know, when I miss him, that doesn't help either, does it? Oh, fucking dodge when I tell you to dodge, dickhead. So I've already bolted up with the using too many potions. Gotta try and judge the range of those AoEs. Oh, there he goes. If I could, move. I just don't get where the fires actually come from. They don't seem to be any sort of origin for them, they just appear. And, I mean, if I could figure out where they came from, I might be able to avoid them. Oh, dodge away, please, thank you. I suppose I do have him down to about half health and I've only used a third of my potion, so I guess I'm doing better. I need to use that extremely long range one with that. That should be the 3-hit combo. I missed! Yes, do that. Oh, you are going to go up there. It's just fire coming from everywhere that I can't see, and it just wrecks me completely. Look, don't get into the chug. If I can keep going like that, I could probably get him actually. much. Oof. Don't remember him doing a follow-up combo with... What the hell is... How do you avoid that, may I ask? It was obviously the thing that's going to curse me, but I couldn't avoid it, it just followed me. Get back here. This is actually probably an instant kill now, because I've barely had a sliver of health left all those other times. Is he healing himself doing that? Or was I just not able to see? It's that thing again. How am I supposed to avoid it? It's going to get me and there's nothing I can do. See? I don't know how to avoid that. I'd really like to know. Especially since he's so close to dead at the moment. Come on. Can possibly get you with one more combo, maybe two. There. Do we go back to the prologue now?
And so Harkin defied a god. He cast the rune aside and struck Antanas down using only his sword. And in the end, he cast that rune aside, restoring the forces of the world back into balance. Harkin found the balance even between the power of his sword and magic, using both means to defeat all manner of Rhogar lords and man-made creatures. Despite the markings on his face, he proved himself to be a compassionate man who showed mercy to the just and unjust alike. Once he realized there was incredible knowledge gathered in the planetarium, Harkin became eager to learn the secrets of this world. He chose to turn a blind eye to Antanas' dark experiments. Thanks to Harkin, Yetka was able to reunite with her family. The Crafter's crystal was returned to him. He went back to his dimension travels and studying the runes. Harkin sealed the fate of both realms for many years to come. Historians of the future will forever wonder what the world could have been if Harkin's choices had been different.
Well then I guess that's the end. That rather made it seem as if there were different endings. You know, maybe if you don't give the crystal to the crafter, you don't get that bit, and if you don't do Yetka's side quest, you don't get that bit. I don't know. But anyway, that's it, I guess. Was it a good game? Well, yeah, I think it was pretty good. I think comparisons to Souls games are inevitable. The combat system is remarkably similar. I think it's not quite as polished as the Souls combat system. I was having a bit of trouble getting used to the dodging only in the 4 directions instead of whichever direction you're pressing the left stick. There were some bugs, definite bugs, but there have been, I think, 2 or 3 patches, I think, since the game came out, so presumably they're working on them. Froze up a couple of times. There were quite a few graphical glitches. Collision boxes of floors being, a lot higher than the texture, for example, in some places. The first warden, when he became a regular enemy, sometimes the sword and shield skins would disappear and he'd just be left flailing at me with his fists, even though the sword and shield was still there. As far as the game was concerned, there was just no graphical representation of them, and then there was that bit where they just went flying up into the air, sort of levitating after I killed him. That was actually kind of funny. But still, I think a bit of a bug. All the monks appeared to look the same. Not such a problem with the soldiers who had full face helms, but all the monks appeared to look the same except the one guy who was wearing a mask. And the other guy who you cut his arm off, you could tell him, but all their faces were the same. The motion capture, I'm guessing it was motion capture, it may have been something else, but either way it was a little jerky. But I mean, that's just cosmetic. It's definitely much more of a Western style game than the Japanese Souls games, in artistic style, in storytelling. Certainly got a lot more Western influences than a JRPG. But overall, I think I actually enjoyed it. Does it have replay value? Probably less so than a Souls game. There's only a certain number of builds you can do, really. You've got your agility build, you've got your strength build, you've got your faith build, and there's no real difference. The weapons are qualitatively better or worse than each other. There's no real difference in the move set between the different types of weapons. And the armour, it does have different looks, but it really comes down to light, medium and heavy. It's artistically speaking, they're all very similar. They do have different, slightly different colour palettes, slightly different textures, but it's very much of the huge shoulder pads style. So there's only a limited number of builds I think you could make in this game. So the replay ability is probably not as much as there is in, say, Dark Souls, where you can, build up different characters, lots of different specs. Even just the 4 basic Souls ones: Intelligence, Faith, Strength or Dex. But then you've also got quality builds, you've got combination builds, and even within each individual build style you've got different armour and weapons and play styles. Gives you more variety, but notwithstanding that, I think this could go with another couple of playthroughs. It certainly has enough to go through 2 or 3 times. I don't know that I'd have to try out a strength build to be certain, but I found the strength weapons and even that axe, that agility axe I had, the swing speeds are just too slow for me. I couldn't get the handle on them. And I guess that's the end. I thought we were going to go into some sort of cutscene or something. But anyway, yeah, that's it. Overall, yeah, I think it's worth playing. I can't remember how much it cost now. But I don't think it was full AAA price from memory. It was about 60 or 70 Australian pesos. So yeah, I think it's worth the price. For me, it was anyway. So, hope you found this entertaining. I hope you enjoyed watching me die constantly. Thank you very, very much for watching if you've managed to stick all the way through to here. Certainly a shorter game than a Souls game. I think it's about 20-something hours that took me, compared to the 80-odd for Dark Souls 2. But still, yeah, I think it was worth it. If you like this style of game, it's certainly a good entry point to this style of game. It was easier than a Souls game. Yeah, but I guess that's enough rambling for me, so thank you again very much for watching. Bye!